Just a look at the 8 things you need to know today. This crazy weather is also having an impact on many local farmers. News 8's Scott Behrens tells us why this week's weather could have an impact months from now.
Lisa, all of this snow and rain has some farmers worried about flooding and how a fast thaw could hurt their crop yields this summer. Things are even worse for the maple syrup industry. One farmer I spoke with says these are the worst conditions he's seen in more than 15 years.
It's been a rough month of March here so far.
Wisconsin Farmers Union President Darren Von Ruden says cold weather has maple syrup farmers in a bit of a sticky situation.
The last 3-4 years, the maple syrup season has kind of been drawing to a close at this time of the year, and this year a lot of guys are just starting to tap.
In order to tap into something great, farmers need warm weather and sun.
Get in to the tree about 3 inches, then clean all the bark out, and then you put the tap in.
Normally by this time of year, syrup would be pouring out.
If it was a nice sunny day in mid-40s right now, we'd probably see some sap coming out through there already, but it's cold enough that it's not running at all.
On top of the cold, Von Ruden says all of this snow could be a big problem in the future.
This is the latest that we've seen this much snow in quite a few years, and they're still talking we could see more yet before the end of March.
If it thaws too fast, Von Ruden says it could lead to flooding, and the moisture from that water won't make it down to the subsoil, which will hurt crop growth.
If we go into a summer with not as much moisture in subsoils as we need, then that affects the crops towards their pollination time, and then ultimately the yields are going to be down.
It could delay them up for a month. It just kind of depends on where they're at. Like if they're on top of the ridge, they might have a little bit more of advantage of things drying out.
Despite the cold, snow, and rain, with a little luck and sun, Von Ruden says it could still be a great year.
If we get a slower thaw and plenty of sunshine, there still could be plenty of maple sap for that maple syrup process.
Von Ruden says farmers will know a lot more in around a month. He says many farmers try and have their crops planted by May 1st, and if they get delayed a couple of weeks after that, then crop yields will most likely be smaller.
Any early estimates as to how long they might be delayed?
So when it comes to planting crops, Von Ruden thinks they're at least a couple of weeks delayed, but he says that could increase. When it comes to maple syrup, he estimates they're around a month behind.
All right, thanks so much, Scott.
Thanks, Lisa.